Good morning and hello. I'm Megan DiMartino, and this is the 58th day of the 75 days of love, hope, and joy. And every day it gets sweeter to me in reference to uh, making this decision to do this for you and myself, because everything has a dual relationship. Whatever you decide to do, it not only impacts the other person positively or negatively, but it also impacts you. And it has been such a joy for me to do this, to commit to this. I decided to do this in May. I was praying about things I wanted to do to commemorate this big birthday coming up. And one of the things I heard in prayer from Holy Spirit was to share live. And I was like, live, what does that really mean? And because I do other things that are live, I do videos, I do trainings, I do an interview show called Propel Deep Dive. It's a live here on YouTube, but it's also a podcast. So I was like, well, what does that mean? Because I really wanted to give back to you guys and create a relationship. Really, that was the other reason, to start building a relationship one-on-one. And I'm going to start doing more on Instagram and Facebook, but also TikTok. I'm thinking about all that, having done this all these weeks. So I heard live, and then I heard the daily, because I have well, let's call it it's called the Propel community, but I have a Propel course to start, scale, and sustain the business and life of your dreams. And from that business course, because I have started quite a few businesses myself, built them and sold them, I started this, or wrote this course in 21. Hi guys, welcome, coming in on the 58th day of the 75 days of love, hope, and joy. I'm Megan DiMartino, and I'm just sharing why I'm doing these 75 days. We're at the 58th day right now, and I made a decision and a commitment to do this back in May. And it was, when I started thinking about it, I was thinking, well, how many days do we have until my birthday, which is August 12th? And it was more than 75. So I thought, you know what, I'll wait till the 30th and then start doing it. And that was 75 days. So I said, okay, we'll do 75 days of love, hope, and joy. And love, because love is about a reciprocal relationship. It's about giving, and you receive as much as giving when you do something from love. And I wanted to give back to you. I wanted to give to you, but also start building, let's say, a relationship. I have been doing things, my Propel Deep Dive, which is a live interview of people that are in the business world, in a myriad of businesses, though, meaning from the arts to fashion to, commerce, to every facet of business. But it's not specifically about them today, it's also about their journey. Because I want you guys to see that things don't just happen. You have to prepare for them. You have to have that burning desire in your heart to do it, or you won't stay with it. You will not commit to it. So as Napoleon Hill says, burn the boats. And once you make that decision, you have to stay with it. So it's like this 75 days. I was in Austin tonight, had dinner, and was driving back, and it was a horrible traffic jam. I don't know what or why, but regardless, it was a standstill. It was like, holy crow, am I going to be doing the 75 days in the car? Well, I could have, sure. But, the lighting would have been crummy, but I could have done it, and I would have done it. But I got here in time to, do it. It's a little past midnight, but regardless, to do it today, before I end the day, let's just say that. And so it is, the Propel Daily is something that's in my Propel community that you can get every morning in your text, of a nugget of inspiration and encouragement from me. So I'd love you to sign up for the Propel community. There's so much more. We do virtuals and we do trainings and webinars and of course the deep dive that I told you about, and the archive is there. So guys, I just wanted to say hello. Emilio, and thank you Boombox, and Dark. Do I need euros? Not at this moment. Maybe down the road, right? And Manish and Dark and Boombox and Emilio and Knight and I can't pronounce that name, and Noah, very new. Welcome, welcome. Do everybody subscribe to my YouTube page here, and but then of course, as I said, or invited you to do, said the, or shared the the link to join it, propel.megandimartino.com/info. And it's really my link tree, so everything I do is on there. So get to kind of get an overview of everything else too. So today's Propel Daily is yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. God's gift to us is today. That's why it's called the present. So it's a present. And now that's why, as I said, I decided to do when I started this, to do it at, 12:30, 12 o'clock Central US, because then East, like there's folks here from Middle East and India and Europe, and then going west, it's earlier in the day. So it's kind of in the middle, and that way you're beginning the day, I'm ending the day, and the folks in the west are kind of earlier in the day. So that's why I decided to do it at this time. Now, if you think about what I just said, yesterday is history. It's done. Tomorrow is a mystery. Don't know. Don't know. I mean, we could expound upon that with just three people that we all know. Jamal from, I'm trying to think of his name on the Huxtable, on Bill Cosby's show. He was the son, but his name is Jamal. But he suddenly, died in a tragic swimming accident. And I mean, did he plan on that being his last day? No. And his spirit is so beautiful. And I'm just so sad about his passing. And then there's Ozzy Osbourne, just an amazing guy. I mean, just, a force to be reckoned with. And then, and the Hulk Hogan. And now you might say, well, those are older guys. Yes, for sure. But, meaning they lived their lives, for sure. And Ozzy and Hulk both came to a place in their lives recognizing, that no matter what they did in the past, that was history, and tomorrow was a mystery, and they lived in the present. What I really observed in both of those men is in the last couple of years, they really lived in the present, treasuring their lives, who they are, treasuring their recommitment to God, understanding the relationship with God and Holy Spirit. And so it was really wonderful to see those two men have that rebirth, if you want to say. And then Jamal had such a beautiful spirit. I'm sure he knew the Lord. I mean, I don't know anything about him really, but with that said, his spirit was such a giving spirit, truly giving to friends and all of us, and who watched him over the years grow up. And it's just such a tragic accident. So yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. God's gift to us is today. That's why it's called the present. And one of my favorite scriptures, I mean, honestly, it's one of my foundational scriptures, is Isaiah 43, 18, 19. And behold, I'm doing a new thing. Shall you not know it? I'm even making roads in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Meaning that God is always working on our behalf, going before us and setting up those paths. But we have to pay attention and know that He is doing that and trusting Him and leaning on Him. But behold, I'm doing a new thing, meaning that it's a statement. I am doing a new thing. Shall you not know it? Well, you won't if you don't listen, if you don't ask, seek, knock. So, shall you not know it? I'm even making roads in the wilderness. Well, meaning where difficult paths for you, you might feel that, it's hopeless and you can't go further. But that's in that wilderness season. Uh, and but know as you know that God is before us and making a road in that you will get through it. You will. And then, roads in the wilderness and rivers in the desert, meaning that's the impossible, so to speak, right? A river in the desert. But He can do anything. Anything. So just ask and seek. Just ask and seek, but you have to listen. Listen. So yesterday is history. Done. Done. Tomorrow is a mystery. When we don't know. And today, today, God's gift to us is today. And that's why it's called the present. It's our present from God. So that is why I do this 75 days with love for you, sharing and hoping that we build a relationship, because I'm here for you. And subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave a comment, because it does help people find us. And then go to propel.megandimartino.com/info and join my Propel community. Hope, there's infinite hope and possibilities just over the horizon. But you have to take that step. Trust in the Lord. Take that step. Be clear. But even if your plans are not totally formulated, we'll work on that. But just start writing. Journaling is, and I'm actually writing this. I'm on 58. And this is my little journal of these 75 days. And so I'm going to have this to work back from, to look at, to glean information from. But as you write things, things will be revealed to you. So do write things down. Do start a journal. Do write, just your thoughts, your feelings. They really help you clarify what you want. In the morning, it's great to, and we'll start doing this a bit, but in the morning, it's really good to start the day with a gratitude journal. And it could be just, you might say gratitude. Gratitude for what? The fact you woke up, the fact that you had sleep, the fact that, you have the opportunity to move forward with the present, with the day. So that's that leaning on joy. Joy. The joy of the Lord is within us, and know that. But it's a conscious decision. Joy is not a feeling or emotion. It is a decision. Lean on joy. Choose joy. So I'll see you tomorrow for the 59th day of love, hope, and joy. We'll see you tomorrow. Be blessed.